So GTA 6 is scheduled to come out in 2025, and I've been wondering recently, what is the next game to come out after GTA 6 has been released? I just wanted to mention that when I've seen this topic floating about on Twitter and other social media sites, that I've actually seen a lot of people suggest Red Dead Redemption 3 be the game that comes out after GTA 6. And as much as I'd love a Red Dead Redemption 3, I think, number 1 and 2 are both amazing. I don't want Red Dead 3 to be the game that comes out after GTA 6. I don't mind it after a few more titles, but I feel like if we get Red Dead 3 next, it'll be a bit of a cycle of GTA, Red Dead, GTA, Red Dead. I just think that's a bit stale and boring, and Rockstar could do something different and much more fun for the audience. The first game I'm going to suggest is Bully 2. A lot of Rockstar fans have wanted a Bully 2 for God knows how long now. It's an absolute classic, it's a great game, and it's never really received the love that Rockstar gave to other titles, the GTA franchise, the Red Dead franchise. Those are like the two ones that get a lot of love. Even Red Dead doesn't get much love, and it all goes to GTA. But Bully's kind of been forgotten about in my opinion, and I don't understand why, considering it was a big hit, and a lot of people enjoyed it, and a lot of people have been wanting Bully 2. Now I am very aware that Bully 2 was in the works, and then for whatever reason it got cancelled. I'm pretty sure it got cancelled because they wanted to put more work into either GTA 6 or the online content of GTA 5. I can't exactly remember, but I just want a Bully 2. I think we deserve a Bully 2. And whenever I've mentioned Bully 2, a lot of people have been like, oh, well, it won't do well, it won't sell that well. And I completely disagree. Why wouldn't Bully 2 sell well? I don't get it at all. Anything that Rockstar release will just do really well numbers wise. Everyone knows who Rockstar is. Everyone knows that a Rockstar game is usually top condition, it's like top quality, it's amazing, it's unreal, it's an experience in itself. So why wouldn't Bully 2 be any different? I don't get it. It would sell really well, don't get me wrong, it probably wouldn't do GTA numbers and Red Dead numbers, but it would still be a success in my opinion. And here's when I get into the next title, and that is a Bully remake. I've put it here because it obviously plays into Bully 2. Let's say, you don't want to do Bully 2. Let's say Rockstar are scared that Bully 2 isn't going to do that well. It's not going to do good numbers. These people who say that Bully 2 wouldn't do that well, they're right. Then why not make a Bully remake? Do a Bully remake. It doesn't need a remaster. It needs an overhaul completely, in my opinion. Like how we did Resident Evil 2 and the new Dead Space remake. Something like that. And then this way you bring in back the old fans who loved Bully, and you're bringing in new fans who never played Bully, and you get this new modern version of it where it's much more playable. And then again, that could play into building up to Bully 2. That would make so much sense, in my opinion, to do a Bully remake and then in a few years time do Bully 2, because then you have a lot of new fans who are invested in the Bully series. You don't even have to carry on with Jimmy Hopkins. I don't know how they would do it. I'd love to see, this is why I want the game so bad, because I'd love to see Rockstar's take on Bully nowadays, considering how much different it was back in 2004 or 2005 whenever the game released. It's so much more different now with cancel culture, all that sort of stuff, social media. So it'll be interesting to see how Rockstar would spin that into a Bully game. Would they do Jimmy Hopkins maybe in I don't know, the late 2000s going to college? I don't know what it's called in America, college or university. Or would they do a new protagonist? I feel like it would be a safe option to go with a new protagonist, and then you could just keep doing a Bully series, but every new Bully game you do a new protagonist and just keep it fresh that way, and do different time periods like 1940s, 1980, all these different time periods just to spice it up a bit more. I think that would be a great idea, and I think Bully remake and then Bully 2 would make so much sense, but unfortunately I don't think we're going to get that from Rockstar Games. The next game is a game called Agent. Now, a few of you might know this game, Agent, that has actually been cancelled, unfortunately. But I was wondering if this could actually make a return and come out after GTA 6. Now, for those who don't know, the game called Agent was revealed by Rockstar Games in 2009, and it was set to be a PS3 exclusive, set in the 1970s during the Cold War, where you're meant to be a spy, all about political assassinations. I think this game would have been absolutely fantastic. Another unique idea from Rockstar Games. and I thought this would have been great, but for whatever reason, it got cancelled. I'm not entirely sure why, but I do know that the game was actually cancelled, and it's a shame because it would have been a new IP, again a PS3 exclusive, which kind of throws me off as well. I wonder why they were going to do a PS3 exclusive, considering at the time, you know, we kind of have this like partnership with Xbox, not really a partnership. But the GTA 4 DLC came out a year early for Xbox, and then it came out a year after for the PS3. So it makes me wonder why they changed their mind and started to side with Sony. Maybe Sony paid him a lot of money, but I guess we'll never know. But yeah, we missed out on the game called Agent. I'd love to see it return again because it was a very unique idea, and I think Rockstar would have killed it with this game. But unfortunately, it was the game that actually got killed off. Now, obviously, I mentioned a new IP from Rockstar Games, and then IP that I had in mind would be a pirate game from Rockstar, because when you come to think of it, how many pirate games are actually knocking about? You got, what, is it Sea of Thieves, Skull and Bones? I think that's a Ubisoft game that hasn't actually been released yet. We keep on delaying that game. If I'm thinking of the right title, at least, I could be wrong here. And then you obviously have the best pirate game of all time, and one of the best Assassin's Creed games, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. And it's crazy to me because Assassin's Creed Black Flag was such a hit, and then Ubisoft just went on and did nothing with it. Like, it was such a big hit. It was universally loved. Like, so many people played it because it came out when the PS4 came out. So it was like you only had a few options to play on the PS4, Xbox One. And so many people played it, loved it, and then just nothing happened. So why not Rockstar take advantage of that and hit this niche little market that hasn't really been tapped into? You know, I feel like they could create such a good pirate game. Maybe go down a more serious story, a more like gritty setting, like how you do with Red Dead 2 and GTA 4. You know, not like this action film sort of story like you do with a GTA series. You know, have a really good story with a pirate game, exploration. Again, like every the exploration would be unreal with Rockstar, in my opinion. But the open world, it would just be unreal. So much to explore. You know, and how they did the new. The hunting in Red Dead 2 could play a massive part in a pirate game, in my opinion. To be fair, Black Flag also had a bit of a hunting system where you could skin animals, but it wouldn't be as in-depth as a Rockstar Games hunting, in my opinion. You know, you could even bring in the extra things from Red Dead 2 about hair growth, maintaining, like, eating food and staying clean, all that, like, random stuff just to make it a bit more immersive. I wouldn't mind that at all. But, like, you know, I just think Rockstar would absolutely do great with a pirate game. And, you know, again, it baffles me why we've not seen many other pirate games, considering how loved Black Flag was. It doesn't even have to be like Black Flag. It doesn't have to be an Assassin's Creed game. You know, it doesn't have to be open world. It could be a linear game. And again, just like no one's really tapped into it, and it's always baffled me. So why wouldn't Rockstar take up on that opportunity and you know, tap into that market? Because I think it would be great, and I'd love to see how they change it up with having to go into like hand-to-hand combat. And less with guns. Obviously, Red Dead's a lot with guns. Max Payne was with guns. GTA is pretty much all guns, other than like a few melee weapons. But with this, it would have to be more swords. You know, maybe some hatchets. I don't know what weapons they used back then because I was born in 2000. I wasn't a pirate. I wasn't on all these sales, unfortunately. But you know, you could have the pistols, just stuff like that. Really, I think it would be very interesting. I'd love to see how Rockstar would put their own little spin on it, like they usually do with their own games. Now, again, I know we're all excited for GTA 6, and maybe a lot of people are like, why aren't you just more excited about GTA 6 rather than focusing on the game what comes after GTA 6? You know, we've waited about 12 years for GTA 6, so why not just focus on that and enjoy that, which I will do once the game comes out. It could end up getting delayed till 2026. We don't know. Rockstar Games have delayed games in the past, so it wouldn't surprise me. But in an ideal world, I just want 2 more titles before 2030. I think we won't get that, but that's what I want. You know, I miss it when Rockstar would bring out games every year or two. You know, I think GTA 4 came out in 2008. the Ballad of Gay Tony in 2009, Red Dead 1 in 2010, but Undead Nightmare came out later on in the same year, I'm pretty sure. 2011 we got LA Noire, then 2012 we got Max Payne 3, and then 2013 we got GTA 5. You know, that's game pretty much every year from 2008. You know, why can't we get back to that? And I know maybe the sacrifice is, well, if you get this open world and you can play this game for so many years, like Red Dead 2 and GTA 5, well then that's the sacrifice, you don't get as many games. I do understand that, but I do miss when we got a lot more games from Rockstar. You know, I do miss it a lot. I don't want it to get into this thing now where we maybe, you know, drop GTA, drop another title, and then we drop GTA again. I'd rather have a variety of different titles from Rockstar Games, because they create some great games with some unique games, you know, stuff you don't see from any other game, like Bully. You've never really seen another Bully game. We've seen nothing like Max Payne again. We've seen again nothing like real like the GTA series. We've had so many people game devs try and replicate like GTA, like Saints Row and whatnot, and maybe they've started off pretty decent, but nothing can really hold up to GTA. And I don't think anything will be able to hold up to GTA and the open worlds that Rockstar Games creates. But for me, I just really want two titles before 2030, after GTA 5, so I'll give them 5 years to bring out two titles, and that's very optimistic of me, and I am very doubtful that we would get that, but it's something that I really want, and hopefully we can get that.